pray tell, when did women become men and men become women? I mean, let's just be real honest about this ridiculous entire subject. When did a man all of a sudden become a woman? And when did a woman all of a sudden become a man? There are certain things that each sex, and there are two sexes, okay? Nature produces two sexes. But in some rare cases, I believe reptiles, they can sporadically have their own, okay? But in most of nature, we have a male and a female. Human beings have always been that way. We just don't spontaneously reproduce. A man and a woman have to come together. Do we really have to have a birds and the bees conversation on an app for you idiotic people to understand that there are male and female? There are two sexes in the human race, male and female. A woman cannot get pregnant technically without assistance from a medical provider without a male. And even then, you have to have the sperm from a man to fertilize a female egg. Have we really lost sight of all of this? There are inherently things a woman can do and only a woman can do. There are things that only a man can do inherently that only a man can do. For God's sakes. I'm all about equal pay. All about that, because women are doing the majority of what things man can do. I personally don't think a woman should be in combat and have to potentially put herself into a position where the men that she is fighting with have to watch her be brutally raped by some monster out there in the world. I don't think that's fair to obviously her, but I also don't think it's fair to the men that she is in the trenches with to have to watch that. Because you know damn well it would happen. You know it. Humans are animals, okay? Let's just be real here. There are some things that a woman cannot do, and there's some things a man cannot do. A man cannot conceive a child in his body and bring it to term. A man cannot lactate and feed that child. Only a woman can do that. A woman cannot spontaneously fertilize her eggs. Only a man's sperm can do that, whether it's from natural ways or in insemination. You want to change your sexual identity? That's your choice, as long as you're an adult. If you want to change your sexual assignment, that is your choice. If you are gay, whatever you are, sexually oriented, it is nobody's business but yours. Why do we have to have a public conversation about sexuality? It is nobody's business but yours, your partner, or whoever the hell you were involved in. I am tired of it being all over the conversation. For God's sakes, is there no decorum and no privacy left in this world? I don't want to know what my neighbor's doing, and I damn for sure don't want my neighbors to know what I'm doing. The common sense reality has left the building. Left the building. I just cannot stand it. A man is a man and a woman is a woman, and there's things that both of them can't do that the other can do. It is inherently that way. I'm sorry. Be angry with me. I don't give a crap. We shouldn't have men representing tampon companies. We shouldn't have women representing doctors who do vasectomies on men. And we wonder why our children and the generations behind us are so fucked up. This is why. They're so confused. They don't know who's who and what's what and who belongs to who and who belongs to what. I'm not saying that gay couples cannot have children. That is not what I am saying. I am saying there is a male and a female, and we are confusing this line to the point that the line is gone. And now we are seeing the repercussions socially. This is not a subject that needs to be spread everywhere. If there's a child that thinks that they potentially are the wrong sexual assignment, that is nobody's business but the parents and the doctors. And the doctors have no business, along with the parents, touching that child until they are adults. You need to go watch the interviews for the people who have done this when they were minors and how screwed up they are right now in their lives. Many of them taking their lives because they made a mistake and they can't fix it. Two sexes, male and female. Men have no business in boys in girl sports, and girls have no business in boys sports. Because let me tell you, I saw a girl playing football with my son, who was a defensive end, who was 240 pounds and 6'1", and she thought that she could go up against my son. And my son did not want to deliver a hit on this girl. He didn't. And he drew a line in the sand and he said, I won't do it because I'll hurt her. I will hurt her. He hurts the guys, the males. He's so strong, so big, and so fast. What idiotic parents would think it is okay to put a girl who is 5'10" and weighs maybe 150 pounds up against a male, an 18-year-old male who's 6'1" and weighs 250 pounds. There is no common sense. Boys do not belong in girls' sports, and girls do not belong in boys' sports. Be mad at me, don't care. My beliefs, and I'm going to have them until the day I die. And Dylan Mulvaney is not a female.